In this video, we're going to look at the vocabulary of fractions and percentages. A fraction is made of two parts. The numerator, the number on top, and the denominator, the number on the bottom. This line in these videos we'll refer to as the fraction bar. Here we have a fraction. This fraction is called 3/4. The 3 is our numerator and the 4 is our denominator. What this tells us is that we have 4 equal parts, or we've split our whole into 4 equal parts, and that we have 3 of those parts. So let's look at what 3/4 looks like in a context. Here is a box of chocolates, and I'm going to share it into 4 equal groups for these 4 people. So, just so happens I've arranged this so it's a nice array, so we can split it very easily into 4 equal parts. So each of these parts, if there are 4 of them, so our whole has been split into 4 equal parts, is equal to 1/4, because we've split the whole thing into 4 equal parts, and this is one of the parts. So one of the parts, 4 equal parts. So altogether, 1/4 add 1/4 add 1/4 add 1/4, altogether we have 4 quarters. And when our numerator and our denominator are the same, it is worth a whole. So we'd say that each of these people will get 1/4 of the chocolates each. But how many chocolates is that equal to? Well, 1/4 of the box of chocolates. How many chocolates do we have altogether? So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20. So we know that altogether we have 20 chocolates. We split it into 4 equal pieces, so that's dividing by 4. And then each of those equal pieces of the box, or each equal group, has 5. So we know that 4/4, the whole of it, is equal to 20, and 1/4 is equal to 5. But what if we wanted 3/4 of the box? Well, 1/4 is 5, 2/4 is 10, 3/4 is 15. So we've multiplied 1/4 by 3. So 1/4 was worth 5, but we want 3 lots of this. So we've times it by 3. So 3/4 equals 15. So in our 3/4 here, what does a 3 represent? Well, the 3 represents 3 of the quarters. What does the 4 represent? The 4 represents how many equal pieces we've split our whole into. What does the 15 represent? Well, the 15 in this context tells us that in our 3/4 we have 15 chocolates. So 15 is the number that is equal to 3/4 of our whole. Our whole was 20, 3/4 of 20 is 15. Now we're briefly just going to look at the word percent. You'll most often see percent represented by this symbol, which is a / with a small circle to either side of it. Percent simply means out of 100. So 20%, or 20% means 20 out of 100. And if you remember from our fractions, we would write that like this: 20 out of 100. That means we've split our whole into 100 pieces and we want to know the value of 20 of them. Now, the denominator with percent is always 100, because percent means out of 100. So the best way to think of a percentage is Think of it as a fraction out of 100. So 20% means the numerator is 20 and the denominator is 100. When you see the symbol, the denominator is always 100. The number simply tells us the numerator.